Hello everyone, welcome to Logical Fallacy. My name is Sean and welcome to another special video. Now if you haven't watched my other two playthroughs of the Stanley Parable, then you are missing out because we got some fantastic endings last time. We are here at the screen because we were instructed last time to put in our favorite time, which if you're not sure why, go watch the other playthrough. It's absolutely hilarious. We got the elevator ending, as well as unlocking Stanley Parable 2, which is what we were all wanting and expecting, and absolutely, unquestionably, is the best game on Steam currently. So please, if you enjoy this, for the narrator, please like, subscribe, and comment below what endings you are interested in me getting, or if you just are generally enjoying the game. Now, what is our favorite time? Quite frankly, 2 a.m. has always had a special part in my heart for absolutely no specific reason at all. Now let's go for, 5 o'clock. Let's just go for 5:30 for no reason other than, it's a good time. Good time. 5:30. Oh yeah. 5:30. There's no reason for this. It's just, it's a good time. 5:30. All right. 5:30 p.m. Your favorite time of the day? Yes. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Actually, right now it is not 5:30. It's 9:36. Okay, now I'm curious. How accurate is 5:30 p.m. is? Let's use another slider to find out. Okay. How accurate is... Okay, it is... Not it. Okay. Can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. Great. I'm glad you're having fun. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones out. I don't know about that. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. I like this. This is really cool. It keeps you on your toes. So I hope... Okay, yes. All right. We are at the Stanley Parable 2. I thought this was the Deluxe edition. Okay. I'm not sure if anything new. We actually accidentally skipped this, and I think there's some new things in this cutscene, so let's rewatch it.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Yes.
He sat at his desk in room 427, and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Very fun.
To him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that
I love pushing buttons, man.
As though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
That's good.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Stanley Parable 2.
Would forever change.
It's finally out.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
All these balloons are things that we unlocked by getting the Stanley Parable 2 ending.
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Yes.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so we've already gone through most of this dialogue.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Oh!
simply
It's the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes! The bucket. If you don't know what the bucket is, please watch the other playthrough. It explains everything. I don't know if there's any more. So we should have unlocked... Let's see. This is awesome. I love that they added so much new content. It's actually really cool.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
So we went through that door last time to try to get which we did the elevator ending, so let's go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yes. Okay.
And here it was.
Oh, yes.
It turned out to be correct.
Yes.
Better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Oh, yeah. I bet there's an ending if we don't.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh, no.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay.
So the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Here we go. Let's go down the elevator.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
We care. What is this? We care about you, Stanley.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Oh.
We've come together here because...
Hello, child and mannequin.
It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
There's the broom
We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel.
Yes.
More of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
That's hilarious.
I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with
Come
it.
on. Let it go. Let the bucket go.
Involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Where's this going? Oh, wait. The door back there. All right, let's follow the Adventure Line.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh yes, here we go. Nostalgia. We should have done this. Oh yeah. Da 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 da.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Is it?
Do you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly.
Do it for the
But
fans.
if you want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Okay. Oh. No, not the bucket. Anything but the buckets. Okay. Oh. This is going deep. What am I gonna have to give up? Oh, it's the phone. Oh, that's ominous.
Get it, Stanley. We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh. Oh
I
dear.
think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. It also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along.
Really? Really? Okay.
Guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Destroys the
I'll
bucket?
spell it out for you.
Wait, what's
Go ahead
this?
Now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I'm not ready. I'm never gonna be ready. Okay. Oh no, I can't go.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
Ow!
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. Object in this game, can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to defeat it.
No.
Get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Give the fans, Stanley, give the fans what they want. Hurry.
No. Oh. No, the bucket deserves to live. I love it. It's mine. Give it up. Oh. This is great. I love this game so much. It's so good.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation.
No!
With so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you, all of its squadron.
It was just a plot device, that's the point.
New friend.
Don't pretend it wasn't.
Time that you were here, you were magnificent.
No. Oh gosh, I'm so sad. I should have done it. Alright. Here we are. Once again.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's make sure we're getting all the inputs. There's the bucket. So it should be... Oh, it started over. Did it? Maybe it didn't. Oh, I'm standing on... Okay, should I grab the bucket again? No. Leave the bucket behind.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
We're gonna go try to go down the elevator again.
perfectly well.
Cause
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
I want to turn off the computer. I want to touch all the doors.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
Oh yeah.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yes. Going back down, because there's a different ending for this, I think.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
No.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Why?
What was
You're
it?
confusing me, narrator.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Okay. We broke the game.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, yes, very nice. Okay. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Stanley, close your eyes.
Okay, I'm sorry. No.
We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Oh.
Rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Sounds good.
Suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh.
Wait.
This isn't right.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley.
What
Did you
changed?
change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Well, pardon me, you...
Here just a minute ago.
I mean, you asked me.
I'm sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
The adventure.
And the story.
Oh, yes. So many options. It's the back room, so no! Oh, it's repeating. We are completely lost. This is the back rooms, guys. We are going to be facing a monster soon.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh man, I think I was finding something interesting. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes, perhaps. This is so narratively, this is amazing. Oh.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
There are no options.
I'm remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Very possible.
Aha! I knew we
There we go.
The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Yes, that sounds good. We just ended up... Oh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yes.
You know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Oh, yay! Yes, I won!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Yes, thank you. Finally, the recognition I deserve.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I have no comment here.
It out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay.
All right. I've got a solution.
The Stanley Parable 2 adventure line.
Don't get lost. I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line.
Okay.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. What if I keep going? There's nothing in there. Okay, we gotta go this way. All right, let's keep going.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's
Or
over in
okay.
this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
That is true.
Another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Huh. Technically, this is, yes.
Forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute.
Okay.
Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence.
Interesting. Yes, I'm following you.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay. Yes, here we go. Da 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 da. This music is fire, guys. Corporate imbalances.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Oh.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Look at that fern. Oh, yes. Very, very nice.
Carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I'm like, oh, I think it did it reset? Okay. Wait. Oh, it's branching off. Interesting. This is really fun. Oh no.
Oh, no, not again.
Not again.
How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay. Nope. Here we go again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Okay.
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Sure.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. 437. Fine. This is a nice office.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay, so architecturally, this is impossible. So we go this way. This way. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. How did they do this? I wonder. Well, I guess it's, where are we going? It's so smooth.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. Oh, wow. I don't think I can get up there anyways.
Ah, a choice.
Yes.
Make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds.
I'm enjoying his psychobabble.
to the reverse door.
Very nice.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Probably not.
Since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay. Oh, the confusion ending.
What's this?
You've been playing the confusion ending for 17 minutes.
You're telling me that's what this
Fifth
is?
restart. Narrator.
One giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times?
Okay.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined.
Stanley dies. Oh, wow.
So
That's
now,
dark.
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all
Poor
this?
narrator.
Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't
Wow.
restart the game. I won't
Narrator, I feel sorry for him.
do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Oh,
Does that mean, did we do it?
did we break the cycle?
Cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
I suppose.
We're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope
Life lessons from the narrator.
we'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you
Oh, something intervened. Oh, crap, I didn't want to do that. Nope.
But Stanley simply
Oh,
couldn't
no.
handle the pressure.
No, I don't want to do
He had
this.
to make a decision. What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Oh no, does this ruin our ending?
Nothing will
I'm
bring
gonna have to do it all over again.
Here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed.
I don't know if this is gonna ruin our run.
Then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Here it comes. So I hope that isn't a full restart.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's the bucket. Should we take the bucket with us?
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Did we lose the ending?
The door on his left.
Okay.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Okay.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Yes. So,
On the staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
is there a new ending downstairs? Oh, hey.
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I don't believe you.
That sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these
Okay.
beautiful figurines.
All right, that's great. Okay, let's just go back upstairs, I guess. Oh,
Another miniature Stanley.
nice. We're collecting all the figurines.
There really must be a snappier name for these things. What about stands?
Minis. Oh, I love it. Mini
What
stands.
about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
I like mini stands better. Tell me in the comments below what you think is better. Stan arenes or because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Okay, so that's... I guess this means the elevator door should... Yes, should be open. Okay. I'm guessing there might be a figurine in here. So we took this last time, but I'm just seeing if there's anything new. Stanley. Okay, we're back here. So seriously only the elevator? That's gotta do something if you wait like 2 hours or something.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by
We figured out what the code was last time.
Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley.
Okay, okay.
And now I'm
Shoot.
torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Figlies is
What name
catchier.
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1.
Overall, I love it,
I'm
so.
sure it will come to me.
Hey, we almost got them all, which is pretty neat. Okay, so last time we got, okay. Back down we go. I don't know if doing the annoying, the narrator route again does anything, but I want to try a different ending.
Plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Okay.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Yes.
Reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Oh,
The
yeah.
bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yes. The bucket knows best.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control
So-
Facility.
Here's a question. So this led us to our demise, but it led us to a basically like a building, which you can check out in my first playthrough, where it took us to like the museum. But now we have unlocked Stanley Parable 2. So I guarantee you that it gives you a little bit more design about this specific deluxe version, rather than the first one. But first we're gonna do a different ending, but we might come back in a different playthrough. We're gonna be doing a bunch of different parts just because this game is pretty big overall.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh no.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
So instead of
To themselves.
clicking yes, or excuse me, off, we're gonna be clicking on. That's gonna lead us, I think, to an ending. Camera's on.
Jumped to
Oh,
life, and Stanley
my.
looked at the bucket in shock.
Oh, that person was
Everyone in
fired.
the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Wow.
The bucket had never seen
What's
anything
that?
like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
The bucket knows best, man.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
No, not the bucket.
Being told to do things it didn't wish to do.
Oh no.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
I have no idea, man.
Questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Is this different? I thought we went down before.
Trust no one except for the bucket.
This dialogue's different.
But here was
Okay, here it is.
the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Okay.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
All right, let's go for it.
Human life.
On.
For he and the bucket. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror.
It's the bucket.
In the bucket's plan all along, to take over the machine and claim the power for itself.
Oh my goodness.
The bucket had betrayed him like this. Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh.
Birds.
Oh my.
Silly.
Silly birds.
The control buttons became active again.
Oh.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another. Then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility
Oh,
at all.
really?
It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intention.
That's stupid.
Had the bucket known this all along?
Interesting.
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible...
My.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place.
Wow.
Through live streams of the silliest birds.
Can we go back?
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Oh, yeah.
And Stanley was happy.
Oh, wow. Watching bird videos. I see. Okay. Okay, so we get,
All of his co-workers were gone.
whiteboard ending.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Should we turn it on?
Simply missed a memo.
Let's turn that off for now.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Yes, of
It didn't
course.
make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Let's not take the bucket this time. That was a lot different than I expected. That was awesome.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Let's go here.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room. And
Okay,
Stanley
so we haven't explored everything,
perhaps he wanted to
and
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
so let's go this way.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But we're gonna go through this. Oh, you passed that and immediately. Oh, you can open it again. Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, here we go. What? I can actually. Oh. Wait a second. What is this? Oh!
You're getting close now, Stanley.
Yes!
You've nearly got
One more!
Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Nice. Okay, can I get down here?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and...
Wow, I died.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you're very powerful.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I restart. Okay, I have a question. What if I keep killing this? That would be terrible.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, what's this?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Input. Here we go. We're gonna get that ending. This is really fun. I love this game. This is so fun. Okay, let's try to go this way again.
Came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
No, it is not.
He knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, so let's
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story,
I think that's it. I don't know what.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Gosh.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yay. I'm very powerful, guys. Oh. It's a different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Let's go for the.
To go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Woo! Best ending ever. All right. Do we just stare at this? Okay, we're done with that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way.
So we're gonna go for the phone ending, I think it is.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach.
Oh.
Giddy in a way he had never known before.
This is different.
Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room?
Yes, I love it.
Truly, truly, deeply.
Oh, yes. Look at this room. Yes.
Yes, really, really worth it being, but eager to get back to business.
Okay, so there is a bit of progression when you go through the same path over and over again. Let's go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Okay.
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh, really?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who is it?
Please, stop trying to make...
Who is it? I need to know.
yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh.
Stanley.
Oh.
Your chance to redeem yourself. To put
Okay.
your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who is she? Is that my wife?
I'm waiting.
Okay. Let's go say hi. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do
Okay.
it. To reach out to her. If you can truly... Oh, no. Did you just unplug the phone?
I'm sorry.
It's supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
That's awesome.
Double check.
Okay.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Ooh, nice.
Then, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second.
Oh.
Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh, wait, what?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you...
That's weird.
Correct and incorrect choices.
That's weird. It's acknowledging us.
Game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Okay.
Please observe this helpful
Yes. Show me. I need to know. I don't know actually how to make... Okay.
That's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person...
This is like a 70s, 60s cartoon.
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world.
Okay.
Make life better for all people.
Yes, very good thing.
Spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense.
Okay.
At no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you
Fish.
find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner.
This is great advice.
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack.
Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
That looks dangerous.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you
Hopefully.
make more than 8? Then- And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the
This is so
world,
awesome. This is why I love this game.
vast
This
infinite
artistic style is so great.
thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feelings
Thanks.
inside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
That's so great.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Oh.
Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago
Okay.
and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Okay. Ah, it's looping. That's great.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Oh.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Can
We
I?
just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Alright. They're trying to make sure I can't die. Oh! Wait. Was this supposed to happen? Okay, confirmation. It does not look... Wait. This is a actual room. Oh, yes. I don't think I was supposed to do that, but that's awesome. They have, like... I bet you there's some, like, secret ending here because they know... Oh, wow, it's glitching. Yeah, I'm not supposed to do this, I guarantee you. But hey, we get to explore down here, which I wanted to do, anyways. But it does look like I'm probably gonna have to restart. Guarantee you. Okay, I'm gonna go over here because this is pretty interesting. Oh yes, listen to that music. So peaceful. It's a broken texture. Whoa. This music's very nice. And the fact that they have this in a broken area, you're not supposed to get here, and yet they have this area. This is nice. I just wonder, since this is here, if there's like something, some way, like an ending here. I don't think there's anything else I can do. And I'm not supposed to be here. So... yeah, I'm gonna have to reload the game. That was cool, though. I'm just, you know, we broke the story. Literally. I thought that might have been like a hint, like, oh...
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
What? Meeting today. Okay. That's weird dialogue.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
I want to see if there's any more dialogue for loving the room, you know, so much.
The lounge was grand,
Oh,
majestic,
perhaps too
majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room.
Ha, that is true.
Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little.
Oh.
This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
What? That's kind of weird.
Yeah. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, what should we do? So let's answer the phone. Let's do that ending.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Maybe.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Okay.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the
It
fact
is.
that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Interesting.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley.
Okay.
Your chance to
Come on, let's answer the phone.
to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Okay.
Reach out to her.
Yes. Yes, we did it. Oh. Apartment 2427. I can't.
Stanley, is that you?
Oh.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Okay.
I'm pulling the bread out of the oven.
Oh, yes.
All right. Okay, there we go.
Yay!
Right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Wow.
They commit their life to you. I'm trying
Gosh.
to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come
This-
inside.
This is
I'll
rough.
show you what's really going on here.
This is really rough. Come on, seriously?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Can I push something else?
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Interesting.
Behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh, what a sad life. You.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss,
Oh, no.
everyone in the building had suddenly vanished.
It's all fake.
from the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Oh dear.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice It barely even mattered what
So,
lay behind each door.
I guess that does fit with the narrative
His
story.
decisions would mean something was
Interesting.
almost wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Oh.
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again.
It fits,
over and
but
over, wishing beyond hope that
there's something deeper there, you know, because we're playing the same game.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Telling me to stop
There
playing?
is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets.
Gosh.
He forgets.
This is sad and also relatable. Like, I feel like a lot of times at work, I get stuck all the time, you know. And it's not that I don't enjoy my job. It's
In
just
this world, he can never be anything but an observer.
there's so many things I say I want to do, and then
Slowly killing himself.
oh gosh,
He won't listen to me. He won't stop.
who are you?
Watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I'm not gonna do it. I have to progress. Press F to be at home and then work in the morning. I don't want to! Ah!
You see? Can he just not hear me?
No, I
Tell
just...
him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains
I
here,
tried.
he's electing to kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Interesting.
Different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
He's trying to help. He's trying to watch out for us. I respect the narrator more now because of this ending.
And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley
Gosh.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
We wouldn't listen. We died. Gosh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting today. I don't want to grab the bucket. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try one thing. Actually, we gotta do something real quick. Gotta turn off the monitors to put in the input. We're so close to getting all the inputs. Did we get all the ones in here?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What we're gonna do is, when I get to this point,
When Stanley came to a set of...
I'm just gonna begin the game again real quick.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, and then I think I'm gonna stop it right there. There's so many more endings to get, so many more things to explore, but right now I'm just gonna stop for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and comment below what you guys think. We're so close to getting all the trophies, the collectibles, which obviously is not going to get us anything, as is the point, but hey, who knows? We got a really interesting kind of break where we were able to glitch out of what we thought was going to kill us. Ended up actually just like glitching out the game, but there was a cool little room that was really nice. We were able to explore that and find that. It's a little Easter egg for those who do that, apparently. Pretty interesting that they put that like really cool music in there. Pretty funny. But thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll definitely play more of this if you guys like it. You guys seem to really like the first part, so obviously the second part's coming out a little bit later, and this one should come up on Tuesday, I think. So thank you guys so much for enjoying this series, and I hope you guys keep enjoying this. It's a fun game, and I know that the parts coming up are going to be pretty interesting, so let's get into that, and you guys have a great rest of your day.